Hi everybody, welcome to Kathy's Beautiful Blooms. I just moved my camera, so I hope it's where all of you can see. Today we're going to make a beautiful, classic and classy fall wreath. And we're going to lighten and brighten things up a bit, okay? So what I did is I went to Michael's and I'm going to show you all the materials that I got. If you want to watch the video, grab a drink, enjoy the video, go to the store and get your stuff and then come back, replay the video, and you can do it step by step with me. It's so easy. I got this beautiful white grapevine wreath here, and this one, I might have to get my glasses. This one was regular $29.99 and I got it on sale for $15, and it's probably an 18-inch wreath and it's going to be so beautiful. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to get. And then I have some wire cutters, some wire, I have some glue sticks, some Ziplocs, a pair of scissors, I have some tape. I do have a bow dabber for my bow, and I'm going to have to go and probably look for that. I got this beautiful, beautiful, let me see, I was going to see if I can see the name of it. This is just a white fabric pumpkin. Isn't that so cute? And these are velvet pumpkins with the little gold end. That's so nice. And I got 2 branches of berries. Okay. And I got this in an entire bunch. This was $12.99, 50% off, and these are great fillers. You always in the fall want to have these on hand. You can use them for so many things. And I went ahead and I got me a hanger for my wreath, and it it's already attached this beautiful painted pumpkin, and this is kind of like a faux finish, and it's like a maroon color. So I've already got my hanger ready there. And let's see, I've got a glue gun, a hot glue gun. This is a wireless hot glue gun, and you can take it off and use it for a couple minutes before you have to put it back on the charger, and I love that. Okay, and I have some long wire. This one is about, I don't know, 18 inches long. And let me show you the beautiful florals that I bought. I spent $57, and all the items that I'm showing you were 50 to 70% off. So can you imagine if they were not on sale, it'd be quite expensive. But everything, all of the fall florals are 70% off right now at Michael's in Texas, and or I don't know about your store, but mine was 70% off, and the wreath was this wreath was 50% off, and things like this, and the berries and the pumpkins. This was all 50% off. But all the ones I'm going to show you now were 70% off. Like this was $7.99. Aren't those beautiful? Some fall leaves, and I got these. I may not have gotten these on sale. Oh, probably. Well, it says $9.99. I'll have to check my receipt. I don't know about that. But if it has a brown tag, and it'll say fall on there. And this one was $12.99, so I got that one 70% off. And all of these are on, like, I guess this is like a 36-inch stem. Every one of these have like a 36-inch stem, but we're going to cut them. And I prefer the stems to be long like this, so then if I want to use them for other things. And this beautiful hydrangea, I'm going to cut it apart, and I got that for $3. And I got this beautiful blue. We're gonna make it light and bright with a pop of color, okay? And that's gonna be so pretty. And then I got these, and I got these. Can y'all see those? How pretty those are? And I decided I'm just gonna do everything light and bright, and we're gonna make a white pumpkin. It's gonna be so beautiful. I do have this little welcome sign, but that I got at Dollar Tree or somewhere, or I'm not sure, Dollar General, I think, but I may not use that, okay, because we want to keep it really elegant and classy and light and bright, okay? So I hope everybody's doing good. I haven't been on in a while, and I'm sorry about that, but thank all of you for sticking with me and sending me messages and liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate all of you, and I'm back in my studio now, so I'll be working really hard bringing out some new and fun fall projects, okay? So be sure and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, okay? Thank you so much. And if you see me do something like that, It's probably for the thumbnail for the video. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes when you're doing a YouTube video. So if something kind of don't make sense, then just go with it. Okay? Thank you. All right, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to show all of you these beautiful materials one more time. This is the selection that I made, and we're going to put this on our beautiful pumpkin. I don't think I need my hot glue gun right now, so let's just kind of get that a little bit out of my way. And it has a nice, the glue gun has a nice stand that you can also put it on there. But I'm just going to lay it down for now. But I think these are so pretty. And don't forget, you can scent your flowers, your faux flowers. You can scent them anything you want. You might put cinnamon scent on, cinnamon scent, and hang it on your door, and somebody comes up and it's going to smell good and feel homey and just beautiful and classy and elegant. I love it. Okay, and one of my hydrangea pieces fell off, but the good thing about these hydrangeas, if you can see in there, you can pull these apart to have just little pieces instead of using one big hydrangea if you want to. So let me see, what is the first thing I think we're going to do? Oh, let me see, I think I'm missing my ribbon. Excuse me for a minute, I'm going to get some ribbon, okay? And my Bodabra. Because I want to show you, make sure you see the ribbon that I'm going to use. And I'll be right back. So sorry. All of my lights and camera action here is kind of in my way. Okay. This is my ribbon. Where's my Bodabra? Okay, I did find my beautiful ribbon. And all of the ribbons, surprisingly, right now at Michael's is 70% off. Can you see how beautiful that's going to be on there? I really do wish that I knew where my Bodabra was. My Bodabra is kind of like my BFF. I cannot lose my Bodabra. So let me see where I might have put it. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe it's in my car, but all right. So now, oh my goodness, I have lost it. Look, it's right there. How funny is that? Oh, I just love it, love it, love it. It makes every life so easy and things so beautiful. So I have to have it like close by. And I didn't even see it right in front of me. Do you all get like that too? Or is it just me? Okay, so I'm just so excited. I love the bow that's going to be on there. So I'm so excited to do that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so it's okay for these when you're doing this white one. You don't really have to trim it all up the way you would the brown ones, because some of these little twigs hanging out is just kind of cute. So I'm not even going to worry about doing that. I'm going to cut my tag off, of course. Always cut your tags off. And that's the fun part of getting your stuff. Making sure you cut your tags off, right? I really wish they would put the tag on the very end. Then when you cut the stem off, the tag would just come off instead of putting it right next to your product, because then you have to go to a little bit more trouble to get it off. I am in Texas, and I'm telling you, it is super hot. Today, I think, or yesterday, I think was the first day of fall, and my goodness, it's 106 degrees probably today. But I definitely do not want any tags on here. So, like I said, if you all watch the video with me, get you a nice cold drink, maybe a snack, put your feet up, lock the door in your room, have a little bit of privacy and fun, and then watch the video, and then plan your trip to the store, and you can get all these materials, and then come back, and I'm going to do it slowly so that you could follow along and we can do it together, and you can just replay it. We'll do it together. It'll be fantastic. All your friends and your neighbors are going to say, wow, that's amazing. How'd you learn how to do that? Okay, so I love this. This is so cute. All right, so I'm just going to be pulling my tags off. So if you do want to grab a drink or lock your door or get a snack or anything like that, go right ahead. And I'm not going to cut the video off like while I'm taking the tags or cutting the stems or anything like that. This is going to be a full-on video, so you don't miss anything at all. I like to do that because sometimes if a mistake happens, or like something crazy, like I don't even know where my bodabra is, and it's right there. Find the fix for it or the solution. So we can always find a solution for things together. I really appreciate all of you sticking with me. And I'm super excited that fall is here because I'm going to be doing some fun, unique projects that you don't want to miss. And you'll want to share the video with your friends too. I really would appreciate that. I am a new I have a new YouTube channel, and I'm trying to meet some metrics. And when all of you watch my video and you like it and you share it and all of that, it really helps me tremendously to try to reach the goal. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours by early next year. And right now, if I get 500 subscribers and uh, 3,000 watch hours, I can monetize my channel, and I'm about halfway there right now. So I want to keep that momentum going if I can. If I can produce interesting and fun videos for all of you, of course. I don't want anybody to get bored. And if anybody makes anything, I love to see it. I have a Facebook group, and it's called Floral Class with Kathy, Kathy. And if any of you make anything, if you make this, I would love for you to post it in there and let me see it. That would make me like super happy. Okay? Because I always want to inspire you and teach you. And I always say flowers are an instant mood booster. And I'm telling you, it is so true. If you can be having the worst day, if someone gives you a little bouquet of flowers, or you go to the store and you can buy yourself flowers, you will instantly have a mood boost. I promise you that. Okay? So, and we all need a mood boost often, right? Okay. So I'm just finishing cutting off these tags. The reason I didn't cut them off earlier is, number one, is I wanted to tell you the price point. For example, like this one, look at how pretty that is. It's it almost looks purple, but it's like a deep blue. It almost looks black actually, but it's like a deep blue. And this one was $5.99, so at 70% off, it was very reasonable, just a couple of dollars. So it's a good time to get your blooms anytime you can find them on sale, especially high quality silk blooms, because you know, like just for example, these little pumpkins, yes, you can get the cute little plastic pumpkins, and I have nothing against those, but when you can get these beautiful velvet ones for on sale, even cheaper than the plastic ones, it's so elegant and classy, and it'll make your project look beautiful. Okay, and after the season is always a good time to stock up on any materials, because you'll always want to use quality blooms in all of your arrangements, the top quality silk ones, and you can get those on sale. Because I remember when I first started floral design about 5 years ago, um, I got this idea. I was going to go to one of the dollar stores, and I was going to get some stuff, and I was going to put something together. And oh well, if it didn't work out, it was cheap enough, I'd just throw it away. Well, that's exactly what I did. Excuse me. At that time, I had no skills, no training, nothing. I was just going to try it and see what happened. Well, everything in my arrangement looked cheap and plasticky. So from that day forward, I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Amazon, and I started ordering top quality silk blooms. And you can feel the difference. The plastic flowers and these nice silk ones, these are so soft. The plasticky ones, when you do like that, it crinkles and you can hear it. So just invest in the best blooms that you can get, and your arrangement will be beautiful every time. And I'm not knocking Dollar Tree or Dollar General, because I shop there and I find things like this and greenery and containers and paint, all kinds of things. And I love to shop there. But your actual blooms, you do want to get top quality ones for your arrangement, whether you're making it for yourself, decorating your home, or you're giving it for a gift. And it'll make it look really nice. And what I say about my bows, if you're giving someone a present, if you learn how to make bows and you make beautiful, elegant bows, your present does not have to cost that much, because your bow is going to be so impressive, you're going to save a ton of money if you learn how to do that. We need beautiful bows for everything, right? And I think I have a video on here about bow making. If I don't, I'll get one out for you guys, especially some beautiful luxury bows for the holidays coming up. Okay, so if you all are still with me, I just thank you so much because this is going to go pretty quick now that I've got everything kind of ready. All right, and you'll organize your table and get all organized and ready. Um, it doesn't really take that long at all. And we're going to do this, like I said, step by step because I'm doing this to teach you how to do this so you can make one yourself. You can literally go get your materials and tonight you can make one of these and hang it on your door. And like these, you can get a regular door hanger. This has like a kind of a maroon and black bow finish kind of thing, and it has the pumpkin already on it. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to add something to it, and it goes along with our color theme. So just make your list before you go and take this video with you. Refer back to your materials. You'll need some wire cutters and some wire and your ribbon. And if you don't have a bow dabra, I see these at my local Hobby Lobby all the time for $19.99. The best $19.99 you'll spend for bow if you want to make easy, fast bows. And they're perfect if you want to make 7 or 10 or 18 loop bows, huge, huge bows, okay? Because it holds it for you. You get distracted and you have to go to answer the phone or take care of the grandkids or the kids or something. It'll hold it for you. You can go do it, come right back where you were. But isn't that so cute? I just love it. Okay. So now let me just figure out what we're going to do. It just takes a little plan. Once you have a plan, you're good. I'm going to start with my leaves. And I have a lot. And I'm probably not going to use all of those. Okay, but I am going to go ahead and just start cutting my leaves up. Okay, I try to keep my area a little bit clean, if at all possible. If you don't know what this is floral tape, and it's very, very sticky. They have other tapes at, you might have seen at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that, where it's sticky on both sides, but this is only sticky on one side. And I rarely ever find it at the craft store, so it's good to order that and have it on hand from Amazon. It's a little tip for you there, okay? All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and I always say cut your branches. When you're making a faux floral arrangement or real flowers or anything, just get in the habit all the time of any branches that you do cut, just cut them at an angle, okay? And if you're working with dry foam, it's just going to stick in there so much easier. You can just dip them in the glue and you can just stick them in there and it's going to be like permanent. It's just a good habit to get into when you're dealing with your real flowers. Just cut everything at an angle because, of course, your real ones, they need to drink the water. But I just get in the habit of cutting everything at an angle, and then you don't forget whatever project you're doing. Okay? So I'm just going to cut some of these off. We might use all of them, but we may not. Let me just see. And in floral design, a lot of times we work in odd numbers, and you'll hear me talk about odd numbers and triangles and things like that. So even when I'm doing this kind of thing, if I put, for example, these on there, I'm going to put 5 or 7. You know, I'm not going to put 6 or 8. I'm just going to try to stick with the odd number theme, and it kind of balances everything out. And that's a good habit to be in and something to remember, odd numbers and triangles. And you really can't go wrong if you remember that. Okay. I think these are just so pretty. Aren't those just so pretty? They're just so lively. It looks like I'm looking out the window at a tree that has leaves just like that. Love it. And I love fall. Love, love, love fall. Gosh, just going to get rid of this heat. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm 19 minutes into the video, and this to save this. You always don't throw my mantra is don't throw anything away. Okay, we save everything because eventually you might cut this up in little pieces and make a stem for a little flower that you want to use. Always save everything. And if you watch all my videos, you'll see lots of times I use things that I've saved. Okay, I just love that. Love, love, love that. Okay. So I'm going to cut this apart right here. And this is called prepping your materials. And it does take a bit of time. But that's okay, because in the end, your finished product is going to be so worth it. Okay. So I'm just going to unwind all this. And this is all just on one stem. See? See how it's glued together right there? This is just one stem. So if you can't find this exact bunch at your store, do you see the? Can you see these? Even if you take, say, this flower away, and you can get branches that just say have this stuff on it right here, you can just get that. If you can, let me show you. If they don't have that on it, and you can just find branches that just have this stuff right here on it, you can just get that, because you have these already. You have these already. So you don't really have to have the little things if you don't get the exact one. But you'll just want to get this adds a lot of texture, and it has these, and it has the little flower on the end. See? Okay. All right. So we got that. We got that. And I'm going to cut a few of these off, and these are going to really lighten and brighten our arrangement and make it so pretty. So these are necessary for sure. And when you cut these, a lot of times this right here, you can push this up. And if it feels loose, you can just put a glue dot there to make it secure. I don't think we're going to need to do that. And see, this one has a little leaf on it. That'll go toward the outside. That's why this is a perfect little branch for your fillers, because look how cute that is. Okay. And we may not use all of these, and that's okay, because I can always use this for something else. But I will go ahead and cut a few pieces off. I don't want it to be gaudy. My word is gaudy. The word of the day always for me, mostly when I'm doing this, is gaudy. I don't want anything to look gaudy at all. Too cluttered. Everything's going to be classic and clean lines, okay? So I may not even use it. I'm just going to set it over here, and decide later how much of that I want to use. And if you put something on there and it doesn't really look good, snip it off. So easy. I think I'm going to grab my drink. Would you guys like to go grab your drink? Well, I have been talking for 20 minutes straight. Okay, so that was a nice little drink. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to continue cutting my flowers, my beautiful blooms. My channel is called Kathy's Beautiful Blooms. One of my mentors came up with the name for my YouTube channel. I forgot what I had named it, but she said, "What about Kathy's Beautiful Blooms?" And I said, "I think that'll work." I might end up changing it later, but for now it's perfect. All right, so we're getting to the end of cutting these up. And once we get these cut up, it's going to go, you'll see how quickly it's going to go. And before you know it, we're going to have a beautiful wreath that's going to be ready to hang with a beautiful bow. Okay, so if you're just watching right now, hanging out with me, I'm just cutting all these up. And when you get home, lay all your stuff out, turn it back on, just start cutting up your stuff, and then we're going to do it step by step together, okay? And if you can't find the exact blooms that I have, just go with the color theme. I'm just doing off-white and creams. That is all I'm doing, okay? So it's so easy to find those. And these are fall branches. So see how cute those are? All right. I'm going to make this one a little big. See? And it has the little leaves with it. So cute. And I may not use all these. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get them cut up. And my table used to be here. Do y'all remember that? And I would set things here. But I got rid of that. So now. And there are so many of these on there. I would not use, like this branch right here, I would not use the whole thing, okay? So I'm going to snip off the ones that I do not want. And remember how we talked about working in odd numbers? I'm just going to leave these 3 on here because I don't want it to look, what, gaudy. Okay, yeah, and then because I have 3 of these here, I'm probably going to only use 2 more of these. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to find 2. Like this one here has 2. So in this arrangement, I'm going to use 3 plus 2. And this, I'm definitely going to use for another project another day. Okay, and this only has 2. So let me see what I might be able to do about that. Because you see my dilemma when I like to work with odd numbers, and I might just use 1. I could do that. Or what I might could do is try to make a third one out of this one. So I think that's what I'm going to do because I would like to use 3 of these because I like everything to be in a good balance. Okay, so if I wanted to make 3 of these, okay, I have a lot of these matching leaves right here. So what I'm gonna do to make an extra one out of this one, I'm gonna cut it in half, just like this. Okay, so now what I have, 2 of these. So what I need to do now, and this is where you're gonna learn something, okay, for sure. Okay, so I'm looking at this right here, and I need some of this to be on my other branch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at it from the bottom. Can you guys see the bottom, how it has these sprigs going out? I'm going to snip some of those off because I do want to stick with my 3. It's not that I wouldn't sleep good at night if I did put 2 on there, but I'm going to know my product is perfect and finished complete if I do it the way that I think is correct. But you could do it the way that you feel comfortable with it. So I'm cutting these off. And what I'm going to do, okay, so I have about half of them cut off, and I have them right here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of them right here. See that? Okay. So I'm going to cut off a little piece of wire, and you don't have to do this. You don't even have to buy that if you don't want. But I like it. So, and I think this is going to go real pretty with our blue ones. Where are our blue ones? Where are my blue ones? Did my blue ones fall on the floor? Yes, they did. Okay. All right. So I think these are going to kind of go with that. That's the reason that I wanted to make sure and get these. Okay. And I already have 3 of those. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take these little seeds right here, and I'm going to tie them together with my wire. And it might take me a minute because they are tiny and I had to cut them so tiny. All right, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to wire these together just like this, very tight, because I don't want to mess with this again, or this is falling off or giving me any trouble. No trouble at all. Okay. All right, so I'm going to wire these real tight. I might even get a little bit of this wire might be a little bit thicker. You can get this in different gauges, so I might use a piece of this because it's a little thicker. So I want these to stay, and I can hot glue these also. But I'm just going to go ahead and try to wire these through like this. Just like this. See how that turns out. And then once I get these wired, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a leftover stem. This is probably going to be a thin stem right here. So I'm going to cut this because this is a thin stem way here down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, like that. So now I have a little stick that's about that big. Can you see it? Sorry, can you see it? Okay. So I'm going to put this on here just like this with my leaf, that extra bunch of leaves that I cut. Okay. All right. So I want it to go at the top here, just like my other ones were. So I'm going to stick my little top on there like this with my wire right there. And then I'm going to get my wire and I'm going to go round and round that thing again. Because I don't want that to fall off the top at all. Oh yeah, they did. They already started. I pulled it way too hard. but it did start coming off. All right, so I want to put those back on. This one on here. Keep going around and around, and the other one fell off on this side, which is okay. I'm gonna go round and round. Okay, that is very tight. And I was gonna make a stem because I was thinking that I needed to make this longer, but I did want to show you with this little stick. If I want to, if this is too short and I'm making an arrangement and I'm gonna show you how to make a stem, you just lay your stick on here like this, and you get your wire, and you go around and round, and then you get your wire and you just go around your stick and your stem a few times, just like that, like that. And then if I wanted to make this longer, and I'm going to show you if I have my floral tape in here that it's sticky on both sides. Apologize, I don't have my floral tape, but if I did have my floral tape, I would, it's sticky on both sides. It's green, and I would just set it here and pull down and go around and around so that no one would see my wires. But that's how you make an extra stem. And you see how the leaves are kind of blocking my seeds? So I'm going to cut those off. I don't need those extra leaves right there, because I do want my seeds to show like my other ones do. Okay. Let me see, I'm going to cut this one off as well. Go. Cut that one off, okay. I don't want my wires showing, so I would use my floral tape there also. Okay, but so now you see how we have another stem, and it's really long, but I don't need it to be that long, so I am going to cut that off. But that is how you make a stem and why you save everything, okay? But now we have 1, 2, we have 3. Oh my gosh, where is my table? I'm so sorry. I just drop it. I told my husband, can you take that table out? Because I don't think I have room for it, but now I'm like, I need it. Okay, all right. So that was a little bit of work, but I did want 3 of these. And so see, now I have 3. Let me show you how I have 3. I have 3 now. Okay, so that's going to be perfect. And there are too many leaves on this one, so I'm just going to cut that in half. And I got that, and I'm gonna save that to use for something else. Okay, so now I've got 3 of these, and do you see how there's way too many leaves on the bottom here? I don't need those, so I'm just gonna trim those up. There we go. That's all I want out of that. And this one is ready to go, and I might even trim a leaf off of this one. Okay. All right, so because we have all those other leaves, we don't need all those leaves because we definitely want our beautiful berries. And that one, I think this one probably is okay. I think that one's okay. So we have 3 of those. Anyway, so sorry to take up so much time on that. All right, so there we go with that. And all I have left to cut is and see these right here. You can take your finger right here and slide this up. You can slide it up to the top, or you can pull it down and leave one, whatever you want to do. These slide up. Always check when you're cutting these off to see if they slide, because sometimes you do want them to slide. All right, we're almost ready. In my hydrangea, I was going to cut these off right here. Can you see right here? I'll just cut off right there and show you. And then I have these little pods, and I might stick those in there, and I may not. It just depends if I need a filler. But these are beautiful, and I love to scent those. It makes it so fun. See, I might use these, and I might not. All right, so now let me clean up my area, and we're going to get going, and this is going to go pretty quick. You're going to be surprised at how quick it goes now that we've got our prep work done. Okay. If you're still with me, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. And I promise you this is going to be worth it, okay? So grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down all your materials. I got an 18-inch white wreath. We have floral wire, and we have scissors, and we may not even need this, but I have a glue gun and some glue sticks, and I have a lot of times zip ties, these really long ones like that have the bigger end. These work wonders. And my very first video, if you'll go back and look, I made an entire wreath using these zip ties, and it was so easy. And I use them all the time. So you will, and you can find these at Dollar Tree. You get like 50 for $1. So go ahead and grab you some of those to keep on hand. Well, I have been talking now 35 minutes, but it's so fun. I just love this, and I haven't even started my bow yet. Okay, so I better get going now. All right, move my materials aside. Now we have everything prepared now. Everything's prepared. This will go so fast. You won't even believe how fast this is going to go now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my hot glue gun just in case I need it, which I do whichever method is quicker. If it's just poking it through the vine and it stays by itself and hot gluing the stem, or if I hot glue it on there, or if I wire it on there. So this I'm going to do whichever method for each stem is the fastest, okay? And we are going to have this put together in just a few minutes. I'm just going to plug this right in. It gets really, really hot. And like I said, you can use this for a couple of minutes before you have to put it back on the charging dock. And I think that's very cool. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me make sure you all can see it. Pull it back. All right. So like I said, these push up. So I'm going to get all of these out. We're going to start with these. And let me show you here. My bow, let me see where my bow's going to go. Okay. Well, if it's laying down flat. My bow is going to go, my bow's not going to be here in the center. It's going to be right here. There's where my bow's going to go. So I'm going to save room for that. And I'm mostly going to decorate the right half. Okay? All right, here we go. So if my bow's going to be here, I'm going to kind of start weaving these through the vines and hope they stay. If they don't, there's a fix for it. Okay, so I'm just going to space them out a bit and just kind of weave them through the vines and keep going. Keep going like this. All right. I am simply all I'm doing is sticking the stem straight down into these vines. And I'm hoping it's going to stay. And if it doesn't stay, I'm just going to put a dot of hot glue on that, okay? But a lot of times these are so tightly woven, they will stay. And you don't have to do anything. But if you want it to last, a long time, or you're going to use it next year or something, you'll always want to make it permanent and secure it very tight. Just for safekeeping. Okay. I'm not sure about that one, but okay, let's see. All right. I don't think I need all of these, so I'm just going to trim off the ones on the bottom. Because see how that was too many? And then I'm just trim that off and put this one right here. Well, it looks like we probably will use all of these. And you can cut them in half also. And then if they're too long, cut them in half, and then you're going to have extra, And the ones that you have extra, just push it back up on the vine so you're not seeing that little stem, and just pop it next to another one that maybe don't have very many or might be laying the wrong way. See, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to go ahead and put another one here. I'm just kind of skipping about 4 inches between these, and I'm putting them all around to the bottom. See, and this is the very center of my wreath right here. So I'm coming straight down here, and I'm putting one right here, and I'm going to stop right there with that. Okay, so we've already got these going. See, all I did was skip probably about 4 inches between each one of them, and I started. Okay, here's the top. Let me see. Well, why does it look like that one's the top? Okay, I'm sorry. Here's the top right here. And here's the bottom right here, and it fell off. So let me put that back on. So all I did is I just I put one in the center right here, and I skipped about 4 inches and I put them. I didn't put them straight down. I put these in an angle all the way down to the middle, just like that. That's all that I did. Okay. So let me go over that one more time. Okay. So I just took these and I just stuck them straight down into the wreath. I skipped about 4 inches, and I like this one, for example, I just put it in. I didn't put it straight up and down. I put it at an angle going this way. as I did the rest of them. I just put them at an angle like that, just at a little slight angle. And these, I'm pushing these down, and I can tell these are pretty secure. So I don't think I need to hot glue those right now. Okay, so that's the first step. Everybody got that? All right, so now I want to save these for the end to see where we need fillers at, okay? And let me see what I have 3 of. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be doing my darker colors now. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to put this one at the top, and this one I'm putting with my stem is angled out, so my flower is looking at me. Okay, I'm putting it in at an angle where my flower is kind of looking more at me than the other way. Let me see. I'm just looking for a good hole to put that in, to just push that down in there. And I want to push it pretty far, okay? And I got one here in the middle next to my leaf, and I'm going to put one right here. So if you, the top, the bottom, the side, the side. So I'm going to put one right here, a pretty big one. This actually has a lot of stuff on it, so I might need to cut it down, which I think I will. I'm going to put this one here. Okay, so one at the top, one on the side. And I'm putting it, my stem is going out like that. On this one, my stem is going out because the flower is facing me. On this, my stem is going that way and my flower is facing that way, okay? And I'm putting it in an angle like that. Kind of not really in the center of my wreath, but a little bit more to the back. So that will just stand up perfect for me right there. Right there. And I can see, and I can always push that down a little bit more if I need to. I think my stem is a little long. I don't want it poking out that much. Okay, and just kind of feel around and find a good place to poke that down. Oh, that's perfect. And that's very tight, so I won't have to probably hot glue that at all. Unless I really, really just want to. Okay, now we're going to do the next one. And this stem's a little bit long. And this stem, the back of the stem is facing me and the flower is facing you. And I'm putting this, there's the top, the side, and the middle. I'm doing 3, and I'm going to put one right here. Right here next to the one, our leaf right here, our last leaf. Okay? And I'm playing with it because I'm looking for a good place to poke it where it will be very secure in my, my woven wreath, okay? Now that one is perfect, but it's sticking out, so I'm going to cut it off a little bit more. And this one, I'm probably going to put a hot glue dot on that one because that one's a bit loose. Okay, just go in there, put a hot glue dot right there. Well, let's not get it hot enough. Okay, so now we have that. So we've done our leaves, and we did one at the top, one in the middle on the right side, and one at the bottom. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on is going to be, we might go ahead and do our berries. Remember we did 3 and then 2, so we'll find a good place for our berries. We have 5 total. So this one I'm going to put in the middle by my flower here. And it's a little long. I'm going to cut that off. And this berry right here that I'm putting in the middle by my flower, the stem's going to go that way. The flower's going to face out, and I'm going to put it toward the front right here of my wreath underneath my flower, okay? And I'm going to show y'all what that looks like because that's going to be so pretty right there. All right, let me show you. Okay, can y'all see it? Here it is right here. It's going to be sticking out just like that, very lively. There's 3 right there, and then we have 2 more, so we're going to do that next. These 2 right here we're going to do next. And I'm probably going to put this one toward the bottom one. I have one here, so I'm probably going to just put this one. See, I have my flower in the middle, my flower in the bottom. I'm going to do it in the middle, probably in the middle, just kind of. I think I want it to go this way. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in the stem at an angle like this, just coming straight down toward the back of my wreath where the berries stick up a little bit. Let me show you. But you can put yours wherever you want. But I like this. So mine's going to look like that. Mine's going to look like that. Okay. All right. So we got that done. See how quickly this comes once you get everything arranged. And now I want to work on my trio of these seeded berries and figure out where I'm going to put one in the middle at the top, right underneath my flower. And I'm this one, the stem is going outward, but I'm going to, this is facing me. The berries are facing me, and I'm going to try to get it more underneath my pretty flower because I don't want anything to overshadow and shadow my beautiful flower. Okay. So, and all I'm doing now is I'm at the front, and I'm just looking for a good spot where that will hold that really snug. And do you see how it came out the bottom? Let me show you. You see how it came out the bottom right here? Okay, I'm going to snip that off right now. Right now, I'm going to snip that off. I don't need that hanging out the back. I'm going to snip the back off, and then I'm going to put a dab of hot glue on the back of this one because I don't want it to slide forward. So see, I'm just going to put hot glue on the back of that. And that's not going nowhere. Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. Looking so pretty already. I'm so excited. And I have 3, so I bet you all at this point can guess where this one goes. If I put one here, I'm going to put one in the middle, right? Yes. And then I know that you all know where I'm going to put that third one. Okay, so this one, the stem's going to go out. The berries are going to face inward toward the center of my wreath. And I'm going to put it slightly under my middle flower. But I'm kind of putting it, my middle flower and my cones are here, so I'm going to put it slightly between those two to fill that gap. And I'm just going to look for a good place where it will go in. And I think I got too much stem for it and I'm cutting it at a sharp angle. Okay, and I'm just going to put it right in there. And if I don't like it right there, I can always take that out because I haven't hot glued that yet or anything. But this is a very tightly woven wreath, so a lot of these are sticking in there without me needing to hot glue it. Oh, that looks exquisite right there. I love that. And I'm going to show you in just a minute. Now this one is going to go right here. Right here. You knew that this one was going to go here, right? Because we're working in odd numbers, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I might leave that leaf on. I'm not really sure. But I don't have a lot of berries on that one, so I might take a couple more berries off that and put it there, or I might not mess with it. I don't know yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to cut this in a bit shorter to make this work. And the berries are facing you, and my stem's going this way, and I'm doing it at an angle where it's facing the center of my wreath, okay? Oh, I think I found a perfect spot the first time for that one, and that is very tight. That's not going anywhere, okay? All right, and this one feels a little bit loose, so let me put some glue there. I don't want that one coming up. And the thing about these white wreaths with this clear glue, you're not even going to see it. You know, you can always cover it with something, but you won't see it anyway. All right, this is looking very pretty. I'm having a glue war over here. The glue is like stringing everywhere. Thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Yes, this is a very, very long video, but it's a very good video, right? Just kidding. But I hope you all are enjoying yourself. Okay, so now I have some beautiful berries. Let's see, what else do we have to work with? Oh, and I still have my fillers. Okay. Oh, I didn't do my white flowers yet. And these are such a bright white. I'm not going to go too crazy with them. But I'm going to find, see how there's 3 on there? I'm going to cut one of them off, and that's going to be 2. And then I got 3 on this one, 2 on this one. Okay, so and I might do 5, might do 2 on this one. That would be 7. That'd be fine. I'll use 7 of these, okay? So we got 3, 2, and 2, and I'm going to do 7. I'm going to do 1. Do you remember that 2-inch space that we left after we started our center? I'm going to put those inward face. The flowers are facing me, and I'm going to put those inward in that extra space that we left, okay? And the stems are kind of delicate on these, so I'm going to put these, and they're going to be facing inward. And I'm going to try to find a good spot for that. Oh, that is so pretty right there. I love that. It's like it belongs there. Okay, now I think I broke it, so I will be doing the hot glue thing on that. So I like to catch my glue. So it goes. Okay, this one I broke the stem, and I do definitely want it right here. So I'm actually going to put it under here, and I'm going to glue this one. I don't want this one going anywhere at all. Well, I had a good spot for it, but okay, there it goes. That one will not, it'll take a minute to dry, but that one will not go anywhere. Okay, so now, because I bet you guys can guess now. We have our first one, our middle one, and this one. We have the space between, and we did our white ones. So I bet now you can guess the space that we have between. We have our big flower, we had our space, and we put our white one. We have our big flower, and we have our space. So this is where our white one is going to go, okay? Our white one that has two. See, when you'll start getting the hang of this, and you can make anything, and it'll be so fun and so easy. So our flower and our space, and this is all my flowers are facing the inside of my wreath, okay? So y'all knew where that one went. Let's see if I can find a good place to hide it. Stick it in the stem where it'll hold it for me. I always say, can you hold this for me? You guys are so awesome and so patient. I've been looking at my analytics, and there are people all over the world watching my videos. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'll put a little glue dot there because I don't, this one's a very delicate flower, and I do want it to stay right there. I won't have to worry about that one again. Okay, now I'm going to say, I bet you all know for sure where the last two white ones go, right? Top, middle, bottom. And we had a flower, a space, so we put a white one, we have a flower, and we had a space, so we put two white ones, and now we have a flower, and we have a space, and so it's going to go right there. You could technically put it, you could probably technically put a few more there, but I think I will go ahead and put it on this side and one more leaf on that side, because I think that's going to give it a lovely balance. And if it has extra sprigs, just go ahead and clip those off like that. Just like that. All right, so the flowers are facing you, the stem's facing me, and I'm just going in sort of toward the middle at an angle to get this one right here, because I want it to be even with that. The center. I'm trying to center that. All right, so I'm just kind of looking for a branch that I can kind of tuck it under there. And it does take a second to find a good one sometimes. Sometimes they're right there and you get it the first time. Other times you tug a little bit and you get the perfect one. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Let me just make sure to glue that. I don't want these delicate ones falling off or anything. So I'm just going to glue that one. Can y'all see the glue? I'm making a spider web with all the glue. Can y'all see it? Okay. Maybe I've been talking too long. I've lost it. Okay. So now we have our white ones. And that, I really wish that would go down a little bit more, but okay. So what do we have left? Let's evaluate what, oh, we have our pumpkin. Where's our pumpkin going to go? I'm going to tell you, it's going to go right here at the bottom. It's going to go right here at the bottom, I believe, but I could change my mind. Okay, so we have the center, and we have these, and it's going to go right by these little white ones. Right there. And I hope I find a good spot for that to go straight down so I don't have to bend anything. I'm looking for a spot for it right as we speak. These are very tightly woven, so I may have to just do like that. And I'm definitely going to have to glue it because I had to go under a thin branch for that. Definitely want to put glue on this one. I don't want that going anywhere. And I'm actually going to hold it for a second to make sure the stem adheres to the wreath, okay? And because I do want that to stay right where I want it. So let me just hold that for a second. This is so pretty. I might even have to put a zip tie on that one if I don't hold my glue, because I don't want this one going anywhere. So just give it a second and I'll just hold it. Sometimes you have to be very patient with your hot glue, because if you, excuse me, if you do get in a hurry, what'll happen is you have to do it again. Yeah, I think because I am getting in a hurry, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this one on to another branch, because I love this right here and I don't want it falling off. So let me see if I can find one to do it with. I'm going to go under it and under another branch right here. And I'm going to zip tie. I'm zip tying the stem to my wreath branch, because I do love this and I don't want it to come off. I like where it is. And I do want it to be secure. And it was so tightly woven, I didn't really have a good place to put it. Okay, well, I got glue on my zip tie, so I have to get that off before I can zip it. Well, I'm going to have to use another one because I got glue all over it. So, of course, it's not going to zip it. There's glue under it, but no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm just zipping this on there. Thank you for your patience. Well, okay, that's not working. Let me just put a little bit more glue and keep going. All right. There we go. All right, I'll just hold that for a minute. Okay, so now we have these, and we have our blue ones, and our berries, and our filler. Okay, but we're making a beautiful, classic, elegant white. I always say queen of whites and cream. I might even call it queen of whites fall wreath. Okay, it's starting to dry now, and then I'll be able to let it go. I want to be real patient with this, because if it falls off, then I have to take another step or two. I'd rather just do it. Okay, it's the glue is turning clear now, so we're good. All right, so we did our pumpkin, this one, so we have 3 on here. So where would we put these? So that's going to give us 4. So I'm going to cut one of my pumpkins off, and we're only going to use 3 pumpkins, okay? So we have, I cut my pumpkin off. So we have a big pumpkin, we have 2 small pumpkins. So I think I'm gonna angle it down. My stem, I'm gonna lay it, kind of like laying it down at an angle right here. That's where I'm gonna put that. All right, let me see. I'm just gonna kind of bring my hand in and go around, and just kind of right in that space right here before the flower that's at the middle. I'm just gonna find a spot for it. Just look for a nice spot for it right here. Kind of bend it down a little, like that. All right, I'm gonna put it right there. Very, very good. And I will definitely use that for something else. Okay, so now we have some berries, and I'm not gonna use all of these berries, but I do want to put a few places around. And I'm gonna start right here at the top, putting these in like that, kind of a bit at an angle. All right, and you can kind of put these wherever you want. But we got one at the top, so we're gonna do one kind of toward the middle. And then we're going to do one at the end. We're going to do one at the very end. And then that's 3. And we can put some more later if we think we need them. And find a good spot. Okay, so I just did 1, 2, 3 with those. And we might use some more of these, but I'm not really sure yet. All right, so now what we have left is our blue ones. And we don't need these white ones, so okay, where is our blue ones going to go? All right, so we did our big flower, we did our space, and we put our white ones in our space. So between our big flower and our white one in our space, I'm going to put one there and see how that looks. And I might not need all of this, so I'll just cut a little. I might just cut some of this greenery. I don't need all that greenery like that. I'll just cut this down. I'll just cut that. See, like that. And we'll put this one right here, like that. And then if we put that there, we know the other one's going to go in the middle. I'm going to push this up. I'm going to cut these off. I don't really need that much. And this one, well, I'm trying to cut it with my scissors. Okay. And this one we're going to do in the middle, right here. And that's going to be, I'm doing this one a bit lower. I'm going to try to do this one a bit lower, like that. Okay. And then we know we're going to do one down here by our pumpkin, our third one. And we literally are almost done. Okay. And we don't need that many leaves. I don't want to cut them all off because they are really cute, but okay. So we can do one right here. At the I'm doing this one at low on the bottom to see how that's going to look. Okay, that looks pretty. I think, and now they're not really spaced out, so the one in the middle I'm going to move over just a little bit to make it evenly spaced. Okay. Now we don't know if we need any more berries. Okay, we are now, I have a couple of these left. So we're going to look for filler spots. And I think I need some right here. And I'm definitely going to have to glue that. Right there. And another glue stick. Thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you've stayed with me this long, please leave a comment for me. And let me know if you liked the video, if you're going to go to the store and get your stuff and make it with me. I would love to know that. Okay. Now, at this point, you can kind of go around and see if anything is loose that you need to hot glue. Okay. All right. So now we have these. These are so pretty and elegant. I love these. See how pretty these are? Okay. So now we're going to be looking at our arrangement. And we can see between our first flower, our blue flower, and our seeds, we need something light. So that goes right there behind, kind of behind your seeds, like this. I'll show you. Okay, and I think I got it too tall there. Let me see. I want this to come in at a sharp angle where the flowers are looking at me. And it might even poke out the back if I need to. I just got it too long. All right, and we are almost done. And this is going to be so pretty. And you can take your hot glue gun and go around and glue anything you feel like you need to, because you may want to use this next year. You may want to if you give it for a gift, make sure and hot glue everything very securely. So we did one there. So we have our big flower, this one, and then our big flower, and then this one, and then we have our big flower. See? You see the pattern that we're doing? And everything's in perfect balance. Well, not perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nothing's supposed to be perfect. In nature, nothing is perfect, but you know what I mean. Just try to get it kind of balanced. And if it's a little bit off, it's perfect. Still, it's perfect. Okay? And like I said, my Facebook group is Floral Tasks with Kathy. If any of you make anything or this, I would absolutely love if you'd send me a picture so I can see it. And I'm so proud of all of you for watching the video and being dedicated to learning new things. And I can't wait to see you on my next video, so keep an eye out for that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That really does truly help me out a lot. If you feel so inclined, I do greatly appreciate it. Okay. So we don't want it to look too cluttered, so I'm going to look back through, and if I have any extra leaves that are blocking anything that's pretty, then I'll just go ahead. This one leaf right here, it's just blocking things. I'm just going to snip it off. I don't need it. I don't want it blocking any of my beautiful blooms. And my channel is Kathy's Beautiful Blooms. And we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff for the fall, so make sure that you all subscribe so you'll be notified when we do something new. Right, that's so pretty. And I was looking to see if I had any more little leaves. I just put something right there. I think that'll be pretty to put behind my pumpkin. Oh my goodness. Cut that out. Alright. I don't know. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 of those. We don't need any more of those. And I have a little bit of a mess here, and I'm going to clean that up, and we're going to take a look at it and see if we need any more berries or not. And then we're going to make our beautiful bow. And the bow is going to go real quick, okay? I know I said that about the whole video, but I promise you the bow does go pretty quick, especially with the bow dabber. And no, I'm not selling bow dabbers. I don't make any commission on bow dabbers or anything. It's just It's just a helpful tool. Okay. So now let me kind of let me just kind of look at this and see uh, if I need any more berries. I have more berries, so I think I will put some toward the back here, a few. And you can put these randomly, wherever you think it's going to look really good. Okay, put some toward the back, and I'm going to do 3 branches, okay? And this last one that I'm going to do right here. Okay, this is looking really full. And when I'm glancing at it, I'm noticing I have an empty spot right there. So I don't want that. So I'm going to put some extra, I'm going to cut this up and put some extra, some of these extra ones because I don't want to have any empty spots. I'll just make that a little bit more full. Okay. And now I could probably put this leaf right here. I use everything mostly, unless it's going to be gaudy, right? Okay. So now we're going to get rid of this, all of this. We don't need any of this stuff right here. So I'm getting ready to show you guys the finished product in just 1 second. If you'll bear with me, 10 more minutes, we'll be done. Okay? All right. 10 more minutes and we'll be done, okay? You guys are so patient. Thank you so much. But your finished product is going to last you for years. It's going to be worth it. And then you're going to hang it up with this beautiful, beautiful hanger. So, okay, when you're working with your Bodabra, what you'll want to do is get your floral wire, and you'll just want to twist off a piece about 15, 20 inches long. It don't matter. Cut it, fold it in half, just like this. Fold it in half. It's folded in half. And see, it has a little loop right there. So you just put the wire straight down in the center of your Bodabra, and then just tuck it under the bottom of your Bodabra, just like that. And it's just going to hold that wire because, and this is an important step. Don't skip it. This is what ties off your beautiful bow. My goodness, 1 hour and 7 minutes I've been talking. It's a good thing you have a pause button, so you can always take a break and come back. And I hope you'll go to the store, get your stuff, and come back. All right, so now I'm going to use this. This is 2.5-inch wired ribbon, and this is normally $9.99. I got it for 70% off. So you know what I get for $3. You know, and it's so pretty, and it's going to match so pretty. So I'm just going to take a piece, and I don't know how long I want my tail to be, and I don't mind making them extra long. So I'm just going to cut off about 18. I'm going to cut off a really long piece, and I'm going to fold it. This is about 18 inches, and I folded it. So I've got 2 pieces, and this is for my tail. And I may not want my tail this long. I probably don't, but that's okay. And then I'm going to pinch it together in the middle, and I'm just going to put it straight down into my Bodabra like that. Okay, because this is going to be my tail. And it's really long, but that's okay. I'll cut it later. And this, you can always drop this on the floor. It does tend to unroll easy. I'm just going to pinch about 1/2 inch right here, and I'm going to put it down into my Bodabra like this. And while I'm putting that down, I'm just going to twist it so the back side is up. Because when I come over the top of my Bodabra right here, I want the pretty side. This is the pretty side to be up on top of my Bodabra. And I'm going to pinch it, and then I'm going to twist it so the opposite side is down. And then when I bring it back up over the top of my Bodabra, the pretty side is right here on top of my Bodabra. And I'm just kind of getting the loops about the same. So that's all I'm doing. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly because I have already done, I think I already have some Bodabra tutorials on there for you guys. So we can just wrap this project up, and you can go get yours and make you one and have a wonderful fall and really enjoy it. And this ribbon is great for decorating on the inside of your home. A lot of times I'll do in-home consultations for floral design, and I like to use this ribbon because it's a very neutral, soft, easy to work with ribbon. And you can make so many things out of this. All right, I'm just doing this kind of quickly for you guys so we can wrap it up and you can see the final product. I have 3 loops right now. This will be 4, and my ribbon's getting a little bit tangled, and that's okay. I'll just take a second to untangle it, and then twist it, and come back over. Every time I come back over the top, the pretty side of my ribbon is up. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to do a 5-loop bow for you guys, so we can finish up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops right here, and I'm just going to cut a 1/2 inch off and be done. All right, let me see, how many do we have on this side? So we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we only have 4, so it's going to be a 4-loop bow. All right, perfect. So then you just pull up your wire, just like that. And do you see where this loop is right here in my finger right here? I'm just going to pull the wire through the loop, and I'm going to just kind of wrap it around my finger because I want to pull it up tight as I can get it, just straight up. Okay, and that's all I did, and I'm going to pull it as tight as I can, and that's going to tie it. My extra piece, I'm just going to clip that off. We don't need that. Okay, and this is what, this extra wire that we have here is what's going to hold it on the back of our beautiful wreath. Okay, so here's my tail. Let's make sure I'm doing the right side. Here's my beautiful tail right here, and they're really long, and I'm going to cut that. But I want my wire to be in the back because that's going to hold onto my wreath. Okay, and I'm just going to fluff these up real pretty, just like this. And when you're fluffing these up, you want them to be facing you. Okay, like this, just like that. These will all be facing you when you fluff these up. You don't need them facing another direction. And then this is in the back. This is in the front. And let me see. I wish I would have done a couple more loops on it, and I still might. But okay, so I'm going to put my tails together, and I'm going to cut those off. And then I'm going to make the dovetail for it real quick. And remember, I told you guys, always cut cloths around when you're making your dovetail at the sharpest, quickest angle that you can, and it makes it like that. Okay, and I'm not feeling like I have enough loops on this, so I'm going to make a center loop. I'm just going to fold this over, and I'm going to hot glue it, just like so, just like this, just like that. I'm going to put some hot glue on this, and then I'm going to make a center loop because I don't feel like I had enough loops. I'm going to let that dry for a second, just for a second. And then I'll put some on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to hold that for just a second because I don't want it to fall apart. I'm just going to hold that center loop. I'm making one for you. Okay, and we are ready. Can you believe it? We are finally ready. Put this on there. All right. Here's our bow. Here's our little bow. Oh my goodness, I didn't hold it. See, do you see what I mean about I didn't hold it long enough? All right, let me just hold that longer. Let me just hold it longer. Patience, patience, patience. It is really good to have patience when you're working with this hot glue. Okay? All right, because you don't want to have to keep doing things over and over. All right, so that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to put this on right now. I'm just going to separate the 2 wires right here, and I'm going to twist it on there very tight. These are, I don't really need that much wire, I don't think. So I'll just cut the top off. I don't need all that. Okay. So now my tails are here. Pretty tails are here. I'm going to lay it on my beautiful wreath, and I'm going to tie it just like this. And I'm ready to turn this around and show you guys what we've made. And I hope that you guys love it. And you make one for yourself. I must be getting tired. I'm talking really low. Sorry about that. I hope you guys love it and you make one for your family. Okay. if you have a church group, you all can, watch the video. You can get together and you can have all your materials prepped and, help everybody prep their materials and make one with your Sunday school class or something. It'd be so fun. That's such a fun project. Okay, and there we have it. There we have it. Let me see how it looks. All right. My table's a little bit in the way. Let me see how does that look. Is everything in place correctly? Let me see if I can pull the table back so you guys can see it, the whole thing. Are you guys able to see it from there? Very good. I'm sorry if I cut the top off. All right. There we have our beautiful fall wreath. And I'm sorry if I'm not holding it very good. Thank you guys for watching Kathy's Beautiful Blooms. Please like, share, and subscribe. And here we have our beautiful, elegant, classy fall wreath with our velvet and our fabric pumpkin. Have a great day, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.